A beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. What better day for some Nova Scotia U18 Major Hockey League action, brought to you by High Button Sports. Nothing like it on a Sunday afternoon as the Cape Breton West Islanders take on the Halifax Max. This game is brought to you by Thompson's Moving and Storage, a great move since 1934. The Islanders last night logged their first tally in the win column with a 5-3 win, a thrilling one over the Cole Harbour Hunters. And meanwhile, the emotions might still be running high for the Max after they won the first edition of the Battle of the Harbor right here at the Forum last night. We're ready to get underway here. We are off and running. Can the Max make it 6 in a row, or will the Islanders be able to deal them their first defeat of the season and extend their winning streak to 2 as that one's played ahead? Walks in, and Cooper Strong couldn't get the shot off there. When walks in there, that one's going to be steered aside. Swings that one back around. Cooper Strong around the boards. Picked up here by Gavin Sudds. Takes that one away, and that one's going to be worked right back. Picked up here by Nate McKay. McKay giving that one back here. Picked up by Creelman. Creelman passing that one ahead now. Stolen away, opportunity comes knocking here for Owen Chisholm out in front, and that one's loose and free as he comes crashing into Cale Campbell. That one's chipped ahead, finds him. It's a 2-on-1 here for the Max. Walks in, shoots, and that one will be kicked aside by Leo Forens, making his third start of the season, looking to improve on his numbers. As that one comes right up to the point, takes a shot there. That one steered aside, and without a stick there is Joseph Breen, taking his man in hard to the boards. Back up, Ellis takes a shot, and that one's going to be kicked aside. Takes a shot, sending that one wide. Ellis settles that one down at the point. A little backhand off the wall. Spinning, trying to fire that one right on. Picked up, Hunter McDonald. Trying to dog his man there. That one gets knocked down and met with some sandpaper along the boards. Here's Jax Guinness. Recorded an assist last night, which puts him in a tie with Will Shearer for leading scorer here on the Max. Big start to the season for defensemen in the U18 League as that one's going to be sent all the way down. Battle here in the corner along the boards. Max come away with it. Guinness, shot from the point, hits a body and goes wide. Trying to chop away at that one right there. Cooper McNeil right in the middle of that battle. Swings that back around. Hunter McDonald off the boards but not out. Shot from the point. That one hits a stick on the way through. Collected here by the Max. Back up top. Played across. Guinness tried to get a shot off from the point there. Fanning on it. That one comes free. Collected. Chike Uzo-Chukwu gives that one for Guinness, and that one's going to be kicked aside by Forens. And he gets his feet wet here in a rematch of last year's second round of the playoffs. And we are off and running here from the Forum. Sunny Sunday afternoon here in Halifax. Great day for some hockey. And the Max eked out a win last night against the Steel Subaru. They trailed for the first time this season, and they trailed by a pair. But with the heroics of Chike Uzo-Chukwu and MJ Bottomley getting that game to a tie, and then River Welsh was a late third period hero, delivering a shorthanded goal with 2:37 to go. A stellar finish to what was a stellar contest. Meanwhile, the Islanders looking to build on their first win of the season. They lost the first 4, as that one will go down the distance for icing. And they'll look to build on some of that success tonight and try to deal the Max their first loss of the season. Starting in goal today for the Max, Cale Campbell, 2-0-0 to start the season, a 1.5 goals against average and a .952 save percentage. And meanwhile, Leo Forens looking to build on a 7.0 goals against and an .806 save percentage. So looking to improve on those numbers. His third game this season with the Islanders. He appeared in one game last season against the Dartmouth Steel Subaru. Didn't get much runway after that, but coming up from the Cabot Highlanders of the U16 League. As he's on the doorstep, he scores! The Islanders strike first. On the doorstep. And Lex Watt delivers there for the Islanders, and that's the start they wanted coming into the Forum. A building that can pose so many issues for road teams. And that's got to feel like a big one. So as I just mentioned, the Max trailed for the first time all season last night, and now they find themselves behind the 8 ball here to start this one out. There's Gavin Sudds. Little backhand up for Cooper Strong. Drops it back for Odell, gets that one up to the line. Nate McKay, who made his home debut for the Max last night, on the attack there. That one comes free, stolen away. A turnover, holds the line. Odell down low trying to center that one, looking to get that one right back. That one comes back, Sudds. Gives that one off. Here's McInnes. Jake McInnes sends that one around. Takes a shot. That one's up in the netting, out of play. So just over 4.5 minutes in. It's all Islanders. There will be a face-off here out to the left of Campbell. But something the Max do so well is finding ways to stay in games. So for the Islanders, it's going to be all about tacking on those insurance markers and making sure that you don't give the Max a bit of life. They're a team that knows how to win. And one that knows how to win from behind, as that one's going to be sent just wide of the goal. Picked up here by Breen, gets his pocket pick there, but he manages to get that one for Haverstock. Haverstock flips up to Shearer in the neutral zone, and Fleming settles it down, up for Haverstock. Nash Haverstock down low. He's got 4 goals to start the season. Scored near 30 last year with the goals of the U15 League. He could be a prolific goal scorer as he centers that one, and that one's a backhand in front, stopped by Forens. That one's going to be swung right back around. That one's collected. McDonald gets a stick on that one, and that one flips up into the netting and out of play. So we'll see where they put this face-off. Should be just outside the Max zone. And it most certainly will be. That one's one back. Kyle McCackern plays that one over, and that one's going to be swung right back. McCackern wins it right back after Carter Sullivan just put it out of his reach. Picked up, stolen away by Chisholm. Chisholm shoots, and that one knuckles up on Campbell. That's right back here for Hunter McDonald. Giving that one off. Here's McCackern. Sullivan tries to get a shot off there. Getting stifled. Here's Uzo Chukwu. Plays that one ahead. Couldn't keep the cycle rolling as Thomas McCackern over the line, and that one's going to be offside. So a quick start here, and great job in transition by the Islanders, doing everything right, and something the Steel Subaru did last night was being hard on the forecheck. The Max are a team that loves to get in that rhythm. So that's one of the keys here today for Cape Breton West. It's going to be all about that momentum, that forecheck. As that one comes out, here's Treewin. Up for Liver. Finds Welsh, who was the hero last night, Bottomley. For Welsh, cross ice there for Liver and couldn't get there in time. Playing that one up over the line. Walks in, shooting, and Campbell makes the save. Just past the 7-minute mark here of period number 1. Face off here to the left. Fires it off the boards. Jack McInnes battling here. Come away with it. McNeil plays it off, and that one's going to be fired in. Punched aside by Campbell, and a dust up here by the Cape Breton West bench between Creelman and McInnes. And I think they're going to take them both. They most certainly will. So we'll stay at 5-on-5 here. There will be a face-off out to the right of Campbell. One's going to be sent all the way down. Forens drops it off through the legs. Picked up by Ellis. He drops that one back here for Lex Watt. Watt will skate that one through. Watt with the icebreaker, looking for more here as he digs that one down in the corner. Here's McKay, trying to pass that one up. Works that one back in. Jonah Ellis, first one to it. Plays that one into the middle, and that one's taken away here by McKay. Plays that one back and finds Treewin for the outlet. Treewin activating, battling for it here in the corner, taking in hard to the boards. Ellis right on top of him, giving him a few jabs. They're going to blow the whistle. They're going to stop that before it becomes any dangerous. Face-off will come just outside the line. Bootlier pinching in, trying to grab that one. Hookhorst battling there, and that one's bounced off the boards as John Hugh McInnes tries to get that one out. Here's McInnes. Passes that one ahead. That one sent off the boards and out. Back the other way now. Here comes McDonald. Cuts to the outside there and not able to take that one away as that one's dropped off. Drops it in the corner, passes up, and bouncing that one off the wall. That one's going to be played across and picked up here by Fleet. Thomas McCackern fires that one off the boards. That one goes down the distance, but Fleet's going to beat it out. Up top for Trenholm, takes a shot, sending that one just wide. Comes out to the far side. Collected now by the Max, playing that one up here for Haverstock. He's got a little bit of separation. It's a 2-on-1, cross-ice pass, and that one's stopped by Forens. A big save by Leo Forens. And it's back the other way now with 2-on-1 for the Islanders, and that one gets broken up. Trenholm from the point, trying to rip one there. Sullivan gets a stick on that one. Odd man rush back the other way. Here comes Sullivan. Carter Sullivan cross ice there. Out in front there for Lovett. Couldn't handle it. Uzochukwu lays the body on his man. Gets it back for Treewin, who passes back for Guinness. They'll settle that one down and play it across for Sullivan. Gets a little chop on that one. Guinness there to support. Plays it up back for Trenholm. Got a stick in the lane there. It's a little bit of a hazard. That one gets up to the line, fired right back in. But that one's going to hit a skate now. They come with numbers, 3-on-1. Cross ice, Sullivan kicked away by Forens. Guinness takes a shot there, hit a skate and go wide. As Trenholm got in the lane, maybe not in the way he wanted to. As Sullivan takes a shot there, that one's blocked. Now shoving his man down to the ice. Got to be careful not to get that extra jab in there. You don't want to take a penalty. Ahead by one. Steered aside, Max. Have been sputtering a little bit on the power play of late. But still with dangerous players all around. You don't want to give them a chance in front. They score. MJ Bottomley, his second in as many games. And the Max have evened it up. And MJ Bottomley, what he does so well, using his size to get in front, buries the loose puck, and we're all knotted up at one. So now midway through the period, we'll be right back.
My McDonald's Rewards gets you breakfast before work, free fries at lunch, for the friend who said they didn't want any, and whatever a meal is at this hour. Join My McDonald's Rewards to get free McDs.
Remove dirt, grease, and debris with a high-pressure, environmentally friendly wash from The Big Wash. With over 20 years' experience, The Big Wash can tackle any job, from heavy industrial equipment and truck fleets to residential buildings and parking lots. Plus, they do boats, patios, and graffiti removal. Locally owned and operated, fully insured, and working year-round 24/7. The Big Wash, 70 Crane Lake Drive, Bears Lake. Online at thebigwash.ca.
Ready to get back underway here. It's 1-1 now after MJ Bottomley knotted this one up, as that one's going to be passed ahead. And Bottomley with his team leading 6th goal. As that one's passed across now. Opportunity 2-on-1, but that's just offside. A chance the other way and a chance for the response, but MJ Bottomley led the U16 league in scoring last season. He was the leading point getter. And making his mark here. Played some games with the Steel Subaru last season. But joining the Max here. That one's right back. Here's Ellis. Trying to center that one. Creelman out to the side. Works it down low. Picked up by Liver. Creelman taking some jabs and some liberties in there on Cooper McNeil, as that one comes free, and that one's going to be passed ahead. Bottomley plays it across for Suds. Gavin Suds and Leo Forens flashing the leather. Faceoff will come out to his right, and he's been seeing the puck very well, as the Max like to facilitate a lot of offense from the point when you got the weapons like Suds, Creelman, Guinness from all over. You feel comfortable facilitating the majority of your offense through the point. And Forens has been up to the task today, as that one's passed up now. Stretch pass here, works it in over the line, takes a shot, sending that one high and wide. Thomas McCackern, penalty on the way, coming up to the Max. Rather, it looks like to Cape Breton West. There's a pass in the middle there. We'll see what the call is going to be. But it's going to be a Fatso power play coming up here for the Max. And a big moment here up. They trailed 1-0. Now they're going to have an opportunity to get this sputtering power play going. Coming into this game, they sit 6th in the U18 league, 14.3%. They fell a little behind last night, weren't able to register one on the power play despite a few opportunities. And they have a chance here, but not off to a great start as the Cape Breton West Islanders will fire that one down. And the Islanders sitting first in penalty kill. Max a close second, but the Islanders sitting at 100% thus far. The Max will look to buck the trend. Skates that one in over the line. Cuts out wide. On the doorstep, shooting off the outside of the net. Looked like that one popped the bottle a little bit, as that one will come out to Breen, and he won't be able to hold the zone. As that one goes all the way down. Picked up now by Breen. Passed ahead. Here comes Will Shearer. Takes it in over the line. Shearer drops it back. Centering pass for Guinness. Walks in, shooting. Stopped by Forrence as it comes out for Treewin. Shearer gets it back to the point for Treewin. Back for Guinness. Guinness cross for Shearer. Treewin back for Guinness now. Tries to walk it in there. Works it down low. Hops all over him. Not going to get the call there. Tries to get it out in front. That one gets cleaned up, fired up, off the glass. And Cooper McNeil sends that one down the distance. Turning that one over. And that'll be covered on up. With 5:38 to go here in the period. 9 seconds left on that Fatso power play here for the Max. And face-off here out to the right of Campbell. So the Islanders lose the draw, so the Max will send that one up, break it out. Almost a turnover there as we get back to 5-on-5. Here's Lovett. Taking that one back the other way. Ian Lovett dashes to the outside in front. They score. A redirection in front. And it's 2-1 Max. And it was Sullivan in the right place at the right time. Able to get a stick on that one, bury it in. And the Max have their first lead of the game after a blazing start from the Isles. Works it back, Chisholm. Cuts to the outside in front there, tried to go backdoor. Works that one back up top. Tried to get a shot right on. That one's going to be taken away by Creelman. Across for Sullivan. Creelman tries to drop it back. Plays that one ahead. Suds will drop it off. Gavin Suds passes that one up here for Chike Uzo-Chukwu, and that one's redirected up and over by Lovett. Trying to fire right back in. Lovett instead takes a shot. That one's redirected into the netting, in behind and out of play. For a face-off here deep in the Max zone. Of course, lots going on in the high button stratosphere today. Action at the Dauphiny Center, the U18 Major Female Hockey League Showcase. Of course, the U18 action. Last game on the slate today is McDonald. Try to send that one down, and that'll go all the way back as Cooper McNeil will go back and be the first one there. And, of course, lots going on outside the high button stratosphere. The Toronto Blue Jays look to clinch a playoff spot themselves, or rather clinch the division as they've already clinched. But the end of the road today, win, you're in. Maybe some inspiration here for the Max. Sending that one up for Welsh. Up for Bottomley now. It's a 2-on-1, trying to get that one crossed for Liver. Passes that one ahead. Watt gets that one up, and that one's going to be sent all the way back. Around here, Bottomley. Spinning Watt fires that one wide as he got the puck on the turnover and just got a quick shot off redirected as that one gets shot right through the traffic into the trapper of Cale Campbell with 3:51 remaining in the period as we barrel towards the end here. It was the Islanders who scored first. And the Max responding with 2 goals of their own. Still not able to buck that slump on the power play, though, as that one's up for Strong. Gives it back for Odell. Carter Odell shoots. That one's blocked. Odell centering pass in front. No one there for it as that one's going to come right back. Foot race for it. Colby Fleet is all over Treewin, and Fleet almost gets him there, and that's going to be taken hard into the boards as Treewin slow to get up off the ice, but he's going to get up under his own strength there, just a little shaken up. But that's going to be another Fatso power play on the way here for the Max. Colby Fleet will get that one. It's just going to be 2 minutes for boarding. But a penalty nonetheless. And the Max will have another chance to buck that slump we talked about as that one gets sent down the distance. Plays that across, works it in over the line. Jack Skinnish fires it off the boards. Coming away with that one, here's McKay. On the side there, takes a shot, and that one's going to be steered aside by Florence with 2:54 to go here in period number 1. So the faceoff will come out to the left here. That one's chopped ahead, McInnes. Up for Suds. We'll play that one back. Gavin Suds throws that bomb into the middle there by Trentelman, intercepting that one, but Suds will take it back in behind. Suds passes it up for Shearer. Backhand up for Suds now. Cross for Creelman. One-touch pass across for Shearer. Couldn't handle it. Comes back up for Suds. Suds shot from the point. Redirected on. Sent wide. Hits a body on the way through. It's picked up now. Shearer plays it across. Creelman. Shot from the point. Sent just wide as that one hits a stick. Inside the 2-minute warning here as that one gets sent wide of the goal. Suds holds the line barely, but he does nonetheless. As that one's picked up, a backhand right on. Another chance, and that one steered away and blocked as Fleming had a look right on the doorstep. 20 seconds to go on that power play. Up for Creelman. Creelman down low. Cross ice pass there for Shearer and couldn't get a stick on that one. That one gets sent down the distance. So another successful penalty kill here for the Islanders as they continue to click shorthanded. Cooper McNeil gives that one off here for McDonald. Fires that one up and down the ice. Hunter McDonald now, first one to it, beats out the icing, centering pass in front and couldn't handle that one. That could have been dangerous. Walks into one, takes a shot, punched aside by Campbell. That one goes out to the boards and will be chopped out by Uzochukwu. Pass ahead, hits Lovett. He's free. Ian Lovett backhand sends it wide. Collected as that one's going to be passed ahead inside the last minute here. 40 seconds to go as Jonah Ellis battling here. That one comes right back. Cooper McNeil firing that one back in. Collected here by Joseph Breen. Passes up and collected by Lovett, looking to move it up ice. Lovett will take it back in behind his net, up for Breen. McInnes plays that one across, up for Breen, and will fire that one as he tried to glove it down. Picked up here by the Islanders, stolen away. One last look, takes a shot up high on Forens, but he makes the stop, and they will survive the onslaught as the Islanders score first, but the Max strike with two of their own. End of period number 1. 2-1's the score here for the Max. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Halifax Forum. Stick with us. Period number 2 on the way. Welcome back, everybody. Period number 2 ready to get underway here. The Max lead at 2-1. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Halifax Forum. Max taking on the Cape Breton West Islanders. The Islanders struck first on a backdoor feed to Lex Watt, but MJ Bottomley scored his team-leading 6th goal, and Carter Sullivan joined the party to give them the lead. That one's passed up now. Walks in, shooting stop by Campbell. That one's up high on him. Battling for it along the wall here. That one comes up. Hunter McDonald couldn't hold on to it. Odell throws that one across, picked up by Trenholm. Fires that one right back in. Takes a shot and sending that one wide as he got a stick on that one. Here's Cooper Strong. Strong plays that one across, tried to find McKay on the other side, and Aiden McDonald will fire that one back in. That one's flipped up and out of play. Here 59 seconds into this one. Sends that one down low and goes all the way back, all the way down the ice. That'll be picked up by Forens, who rings that one around. Fleming taken down, no call. Picked up, here's Davidson. Davidson drops it off, dashing through. Watt takes a shot and misses that one high. Here's Ellis. Swung right back around. Picked up, trying to center that one there. Haverstock drops it back. Picked up by Fleming. Back the other way, Sam Fleming up over the line. Drops it back in front, Haverstock right on, and Forens will kick that one away. Back up for Bootlier. Here's McDonald. Aiden McDonald flips that one in. Breen, first one to it. Off the boards, McInnes. Plays that across, picked up by Bootlier in behind his net. Bootlier up for Fleming. Plays across, and that one's going to miss everything, and that'll go down for an icing. So an offensive zone draw here for the Islanders, and something that a lot of teams struggle to do against the Max is generate meaningful offense. And that's something that they've been able to do here, generating those high danger scoring chances. That one's passed up here for Fleming. Works it back, fired off the boards. Flips that one up all the way down. Picked up by Haverstock, and that one's going to be way offside, so that one's going to likely come all the way back. Here's Hookhorst. Wins that one back, but the Max get to it first. McInnes. Up for Lovett. He'll play that one back. Drops it off. Treewin. Throws that one up ice. That's all the way down. A foot race for it, and the Max will get to it first. Out in front there for Sullivan. Couldn't get that one into the slot. Sullivan up for Treewin, plays it across. Shot from the point, hits a body on the way through, doesn't get to the net. Sullivan backhands that one around. Here's Uzochukwu. Tries to send it back, chops it down, picked up by Sullivan. Carter Sullivan battling here with Lovett. Sullivan having his stick held there, not able to get that separation. Lovett takes it away. Ian Lovett drops it back door for Uzochukwu, but he didn't see it in time. As that one's back up for Treewin. Hits a stick on the way through. Uzuchukwu can't get the shot off there. That one's going to be picked up by Hookhorst. He's tied up. That's picked up. Jake McInnes. That's picked up by Treewin. Sending that one back. Liver for Bottomley, who chips that one out in front. Here's Trenholm. Trenholm, little backhand pass. Carson McCackern plays it across. Sends that one back. Here's Bottomley. Chips it up all the way down. Icing waved off. Trying to move it up. Now Jack McInnes. Trying to flip that one up and out, but Bottomley holds the line. Bottomley takes a shot there. That one stopped by Forrence, and that one will be steered away as Trenholm sends that one up the wall. Comes right back as Liver makes the stop. A rebound in front there as Welsh couldn't collect. Sends that one up ice, and that one's going to hit a stick, go all the way down, but that one will go for icing as Creelman is the first one back to make that one. So face off here. Out to the right of Forrence. Strong in to take that draw. Swings it right on. Jack McInnes flips that one up and out under pressure. Good job by the Max to force that error, so they'll get another offensive zone face-off here out to the left of Forrence. Fires that one off a stanchion there, takes a funny hop. Will Chisholm. That one's dropped back. McDonald in over the line, and that one's going to be offside. Just past the 5-minute mark here at period number 2. McNeil fires that one around. Flips that one up, and that one's going to be held in. Glove down at the line by Ellis. But the pressure coming there from McKay forces it out. Strong battling here with McNeil, but Strong comes away with it. He's pressed out by McDonald here. Up here for Breen. Breen hooked there, and a penalty on the way here to the Islanders. That'll be touched up. That'll be a hooking call, but nonetheless, another Fatso power play coming up here for the Max. 0 for 2 thus far on the day. Looking to solve Forrence with the advantage as that Islanders penalty kill still perfect thus far. Here's Breen. Plays it across. Breen gets her right back. Picked up by Shearer. Walks in. Shooting misses high as that one ends up in the netting out of play. And we'll have a do-over here in the offensive zone as Shearer just wired that one way over. Throws that one down into the corner. Here's Haverstock. Up top for Shearer. Throws that one down and redirected into the corner. Boutlier. Hookhorst gets that one out, and that one's going to go down the distance. Dropped off by Shearer, gives that one back for Bootlier, who gives it right back. Shearer coming up the wing. Here's Bootlier, gives it back for Shearer. Works it down low. Picked up. Shearer takes a shot, and that one gets steered aside and sent wide. Picked up now. Bootlier up for Shearer once again. These two connecting quite a bit here on this power play. Shearer can't bust through, and picked up by the Islanders. And will be sent down the distance as more than 60 seconds gone on that power play. Pass across here, sent up by Guinish. Works it up over the blue line. Back for Trewin. Try to center that one. Backhands it up here for Lovett. Lovett takes a shot there. Redirected right on. Trewin with a shot. Sends that one just wide. Fleming tries to backhand that one out in front, but instead it caroms off a leg in behind. Back up. Guinish across for Trewin. Down into the middle there for Fleming, who tried to rip one from the high slot. Lovett back up for Guinish. Back for Lovett. Tries to send that on, and that hits a body and goes wide. Takes a shot. That one's going to be kicked aside. That one's all the way back. That one will be stopped and covered up. Second period, 11:57 left to go. Offensive zone faceoff here for the Islanders, looking to draw even after scoring the icebreaker in the first. But it's been Max since. And 0 for 3 on the power play they are. So this one still very much within reach for the Islanders, as that one's going to be kicked ahead here by McDonald. Creelman gives it back for Watt. Watt firing that one in just past the left side of Campbell. Swings that one around Sullivan into the middle. Picked up by Creelman. Works that one up. Uzo-Chukwu into the middle for Creelman, who's activating from the point. He's got to get back here, and a penalty on the way here. This time it'll be to the Max. That'll be a slashing call. So Thompson's moving and storage penalty kill. A great move since 1934. But a big one coming up here for the Max. The Max penalty kill, traditionally good. They sit second right now, just behind the Islanders at 93.3%. They were 5 for 6 on the PK last night. And that one swung around here for Welsh. He picked. Collected. McInnes. Works that one back in. Picked up Carson McCackern, plays it ahead. There's Trent. Right back in. Down low here. Battle for it, picked up by McCackern. Comes right back all the way in. Here's Forens. Picked up in the corner. Fires that one right back around. Battling for it here as we reach the midway mark of the period. Works it in, sends that one in, and that one's going to go up in the netting. Out of play with 9:54 to go, so that brings us to our mid-period break. We'll be right back.
My McDonald's Rewards gets you breakfast before work, free fries at lunch for the friend who said they didn't want any, and whatever a meal is at this hour. Join My McDonald's Rewards to get free McDs.
Remove dirt, grease, and debris with a high-pressure, environmentally friendly wash from The Big Wash. With over 20 years' experience, The Big Wash can tackle any job, from heavy industrial equipment and truck fleets to residential buildings and parking lots. Plus, they do boats, patios, and graffiti removal. Locally owned and operated, fully insured, and working year-round 24/7. The Big Wash, 70 Crane Lake Drive, Bears Lake. Online at thebigwash.ca.
So a face-off out to the left here of Cale Campbell. 37 seconds left on that power play for the Islanders. Here's Bottomley firing that one up and down the ice. Fleet will be the first one back. Rather, Jonah Ellis. Stolen away. Here's Odell shorthanded. Now a penalty on the way. Good job by Odell keeping those feet moving, and that'll cancel out the penalty kill there, as that one's going to be collected. Here's Bottomley. Up over the blue line, MJ Bottomley. Works it back in, and they'll touch up here. So 3 seconds left on that penalty here to the max. And in 3 seconds, right back to the Fatso power play. So for those of you interested in the Toronto Blue Jays currently leading their matchup with the Tampa Bay Rays 5-1 in the first inning. Something that I'm sure a lot of Canada can get behind here. But of course, you're with us here at High Button Sports watching the Max take on the Islanders here. Just to give you a little bit of an update, as a little bit of a tidbit outside of the High Button realm here, as Guinness gives it back for Treewin. Cross ice pass there. They're strong. Right back here for Treewin. Treewin throws that one across. Works it down low. Picked up. Cooper Strong battling for it here. So now a power play for the Max, but it's taken away here by Hookhorst. Works that one in over the line. Hookhorst sends that one wide. Picked up by Guinness. Right back for Treewin. Throws that one up. Skating ahead with it is Lovett. Taken down there with Strong. Guinness takes a shot. That one sent up over the net as Treewin gives it back here for Lovett. Lovett back for Guinness. Jack Guinness back for Lovett now. Lovett cross ice there for Treewin. He's going to cycle it back. Takes a shot there. That one's going to be stopped and covered right up. And a faceoff will come out to his right. Face-off here out to the right of Forens. That one's back up top. Plays it across for Creelman. Shooting right on, and that's going to be gloved on down by Forens. as he tracks that one through the traffic. And the faceoff will come out to his right once again. Here's Creelman. Back up top for Shearer. Back for Creelman. Plays that one across, walks into one, takes a shot there, and that one ends up out of play. Not sure anyone knew where that one was. But the faceoff comes out to the right of Forens once again. Out to the right there, so the Max with the win last night went up into a tie for first place with the week's Majors. Both teams still yet to be dealt their first loss. The Majors won again today against the Steel Subaru, so a chance once again as that one's out in front for the Max to gain even more ground and pull back even with the Majors and stand alone at the top with the squad there from Pictou. Of course, that first meeting of the season postponed on October 11th. That one's picked up. Here's Thomas McCackern. Works that one over the line. McCackern drops it down low here for Hunter McDonald. McDonald in the slot. Found his man. Couldn't land it on the tape. That one's back the other way now for Fleming. Drops it back. Haverstock works that one back here for Cooper McNeil. Up ahead, and Bootlier will handle that one. Here's Blake Bootlier, works it in over center, drops it back, tries to get a shot off there. There's Sullivan. Backhand for Uzochukwu, gives it back for Breen, shoots right on. Stopped by Forrest, rebound, they score! It's not on the power play, but it's a 3-1 lead now for the Max. It's on the doorstep, and Carter Sullivan double dips. And it's 3-1 Max. They have that 2-goal lead. McInnes plays that one back for Thomas McCacker and fires it off the boards down the ice. No icing, picked up here by Breen. Right back, Thomas McCacker couldn't hold it in. McInnes. Passes that one up and love it. Got a stick on that one, McInnes. That one's passed up now. Works it ahead. McNeil walks in shooting, sending that one wide. Chisholm off the boards. Works that one. Sends it into the middle there. Back the other way now. Max forcing it off the rush here. Works it in. Sullivan just a little behind the play. Just slightly offside, but offside nonetheless. Here with 5:23 to go. Picked up here by McNeil. Sending that one wide. Back up top, McNeil. Ringing that one around the glass. Trewen being dogged there. McNeil takes a shot. That one doesn't find its way through. It's back the other way, pushed ahead. Played ahead by Aiden McDonald. Inside 5 minutes to go here in period number 2. Max lead at 3-1. If you're just tuning in, It was the Islanders who struck first. 3 unanswered Max goals. And they're ahead here as Bottomley throws one on there, looking for a fourth. McDonald chipping that one off the glass. MJ Bottomley gets that one up for River Welsh. In over the line, works it down low. Back along the wall. Picked up by Trenholm. Sending that one all the way back. Picked up now Suds. Collected by Creelman. Throws that one up ice, up off the boards. A foot race for it now. McKay's going to beat that one out. Here's Nate McKay in behind the net. Looking to center that one. That one comes back up top. One touch pass for Creelman. Firing that one way wide, maybe trying to get the carom. Doesn't get the bounce, but that one pops out in front. And that one comes free and will be chipped out to center for Suds to play, and he's being tracked down by Watt. Islanders take it back. Hook Horse walks in, takes a shot, but Creelman getting in the lane there. Watt boxed out there. Picked up McKay as that one hits a body and goes up in the netting, out of play. Here with 3:01 remaining. Shearer in to take the draw for the Max. That one's passed up, trying to poke it free. Comes loose. Breen in a battle here with Fleming. That one turns into a bit of a war of attrition along the boards. Comes back for Shearer. Plays it ahead now. Fleming redirects that one all the way back in, giving that one chase. Here's Breen firing that one off, and picked up now John Hugh McInnes. Up for Bootlier. We'll settle that one down, plays that one across, and that one's going to go all the way back. Waved off. Passed up here, Will Chisholm. Plays that one up. Back the other way. Here's Colby Fleet up over the line. Fleet taking that one in less than 2 minutes to go in the period. Looking to cut that lead down to 1 as we head into the break. Takes a shot there and a blocker save as Cale Campbell will punch that one aside. Picked up now. Fleet works that one down. Fleet drops it off. Takes a shot as Ellis sends it wide. Haverstock chopping that one down. Foot race forward, walks in, shoots, and a stop by Forens off the rush. And it's back the other way now. Here's Chisholm, passes it up for Fleet. Fleet sent right on, and that one's going to go up in the netting, out of play. With 1:13 to go here in the second. A little bit of a dust up there after the whistle in the crease. But cooler heads will prevail. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Halifax Forum. 3-1 is the score right now in favor of the Max. Walks in, takes a shot, and that one's going to be kicked aside. Takes a shot, sending it wide now. Here's Chisholm. Now a penalty on the way. That one's going to be charged here to the Max. with a skater down on the ice. Gets up, but it's going to be a Thompson's moving and storage penalty kill coming up for the Max. And a big moment here, as I'm sure the Islanders would love to score here instead of having a spliced up power play. It's a little bit of a momentum killer when you get that power play and it gets cut in half by the end of the period. Trenholm has it, drops it off, takes a shot. That one's blocked. Can't get it through. Chisholm works it down, trying to center it out in front there. No one there for it, takes a shot, and that's a battle there, and that one will be covered up. Here with 35 seconds to go. And a face-off here out to the left of Campbell. That one's back up. Will Chisholm fires that one right back around. Played up here. Chisholm works it down low in front. A nifty move there. A rebound in front and a great save by Cale Campbell. A great read on that one. A nifty little spinorama in front. Couldn't seal the deal as Chisholm gets that one along the wall. Passes that one across, and that one goes out of play here with 8 seconds to go in the period. And that close to a power play marker. That would have cut that lead back down to 1. That one's played back across. Trenholm finds his man. Trenholm gets it right back, trying to walk on in. And that one's going to be chipped away, and that will do it. End of period number 2. 3-1 is the score for the Max. They add on one more. We'll be right back for period number 3 here from the Halifax Forum. Welcome back, everybody. Third and potentially decisive period ready to get underway here from the Forum. You're listening to High Button Sports once again from the Halifax Forum. The Max with 3 unanswered goals, and they find themselves in the driver's seat here with a 3-1 lead, a lead that they don't relinquish very often, if ever at all. So a little bit of a hill becomes a mountain to climb for the Islanders. But an opportunity here to build on that. Minute 8 to go on the power play, so a continuation of the Thompsons moving in storage penalty kill for the Max. And we are underway here. So a power play here to get us rolling. Lucas Chisholm plays that one back. Sending that one up. Fires it right back around. Here's Fleet. Plays it across. Suds off the boards. Comes free. Islanders wanted to call on that one. Bench just jumps straight up calling for it, but they're not going to get it. Here's Fleet. Passing that one up. Works it back, and that one gets flipped up and out. So an unforced error there from the Islanders on the power play as that one gets flipped out of play with 22 seconds to go on the power play. Face off here out to the left of Forens. Picked up behind the net, skating ahead with it now. Thomas McCackern works it in. Trying to center it. That one gets poked free. Pressed out along the boards there was Joseph Breen. The Islanders pressing here. Back to 5-on-5, so a successful kill for the Max. Trying to center that one. Here's Trenholm. Trenholm takes a shot, trying to redirect it. Out in front, sends that one just wide. A chance there for the Islanders. Just 90 seconds into the period. Walks in, takes a shot there. Rebound on the doorstep is loose, and Campbell has it. It's in, they score! It came free, loose off of the pad of Cale Campbell. And the Islanders have pulled within one. Davidson getting credit for that one there. And that's a big one. It wasn't on the power play, but a minute 42 in, they definitely cut that lead down. And they find themselves in striking distance. One's one back now. Momentum in favor of the Islanders to start the period. Shearer gets it, fires that one around. Picked up, tries to play it across. Guinness firing that one back in. Haverstock looking to center that one. That one's going to come all the way back here as Trewin just misses that. Pass ahead, drops it back for Shearer. Will Shearer walks in shooting, and that one's blocked. Picked up by Haverstock. Fires that one up off the glass and all the way down the ice. And that one will go for an icing. 17:26 to go. Now the Islanders all of a sudden finding themselves with their footing under them. Face off here out to the right of Forens. Swings that one up and around. Flipped up all the way down. Creelman back for Suds. They fire that one around. Fleet misses that one. Trenholm skating back. Creelman back for Trenholm. Chips that one off the glass there for McKay. That one comes right back. Fired it right back around. Down in the corner, digging for it. Here's Suds, and that one hits a stick and goes way up and out. So a face-off stays here deep in the Cape Breton West zone. One's picked up here by the Islanders. Skating that one up, flipping that one all the way down, giving that one chase. Boutlier plays that one here for Breen. Gives it back for Welsh. Turns that one back now with 3-on-1 for the Max. Here's Liver, takes a shot there, and defender loses a stick. That's picked up, trying to steer that one on was Breen, spinning and gets a backhand there for Bottomley. Now it's back the other way. They come in numbers. It's an odd man rush here for the Islanders, looking to center that one. That's broken up. Liver drops it back. Welsh skating that one ahead. He was the hero last night. Drops it for Liver, who shoots that one up into the netting, out of play. Here with 15:29 to go. Face off here out to the right. That one's picked up by Davidson, drops that off, plays it into the middle, trying to play it across. That one gets worked back. Here's Ellis. Passes up, works it back in. Here's Treewin, fires it off the boards. Comes back, Davidson dumps it back in. 5 minutes gone here in the third. Max clinging to a 1-goal lead here, looking to restore that insurance. Guinness up for Treewin. Into the middle, Sullivan takes a shot there, and they can't stop finding their way to the netting there as that one goes up and out of play. You're just past the 5-minute mark. Face off here out to the right. Works it right back. Walks in, shoots, scores! It's a tie game! On the bullet! Top shelf beats Cale Campbell. And we've got a brand new game here. A rocket of a shot from Will Chisholm. And the game is tied. Trying to send that one up. Little backhand off the wall. That one comes free. Plays it across. Fleet got a skate on that one. That one's going to go all the way down. Icing waved off, though. Here's Suds. Rings that one around. We've got a brand new game with just under 14 and a half to go. Picked up here by the Islanders. Spinning Aiden McDonald into the middle there. That one gets taken away. Max looking for a response here. Back-to-back goals for the Islanders. Walks in shooting, sending that one wide. Here's Gavin Sudds. Works that one down low. Picked up. Haverstock turns it away. Here comes Fleet. Works that one in over the line. Fired right back in there by Chisholm. Picked up, flipped ahead. Works it right back. McCackern out in front, redirected, and a great save by Campbell to keep this one tied. Just lunging across, he was in position. But a great save nonetheless, as that one's going to go down the distance here. And icing waved off. Up here, McInnes plays that one back. Picked up. Bootlier dashing through, takes a shot. That one's steered aside by Forens. Plays it back, walks in, takes a shot. Forens will make the stop and cover it up. With 12:59 remaining. Face off here out to the left. Hand pass waved off. Bottomley will flip that one in. Sends that one right back, collected by Liver. Stolen away to Lucas Chisholm, flipping that one up, and that one stays in play, doesn't hit the rafters. Back the other way now. It's a break. McDonald shoots, he scores! Islanders have the lead once again. Hunter McDonald buries it on the break. And just like they did at the start of the game, they take the lead. 12:21 remaining. And that one's picked up. Battle here as Trenholm fires that one on, flutters through. Back up top, takes a shot there, and that one flutters into the netting, out of play once again. And 12:07 to go. The Islanders have their second lead of the game. It was 3 unanswered from the Max that put them behind the 8 ball. Swings that one around. Here's Trenholm. Back around. Thomas McCackern down low. Chisholm out in front. Loose. Can't pull the trigger there. There's Trenholm trying to shoot it through traffic. Flips it right on, and that one misses the net as Aiden McDonald is in a battle here. Picked up by Lovett. That one's going to be gloved down, but kicked away. Here's Guinish. Gets that one to center. Fires that one in. Forens will play that one around. Up to the line, and that one doesn't quite get out from Davidson, but that one's going to come back the other way. Works it back over the line. Trying to center it. That one comes free, takes a bounce. That one's all the way back. McInnes. That one's flipped up now. Taken away. Here's Chisholm. Passes up for Fleet. Here's Fleet. Walks in. Shoots. Just misses high. Now the Islanders are the ones looking for insurance. Picked up now. Back the other way. It's a break. It's a 2-on-1. Fleming. He's got Haverstock. Haverstock shoots. That one's blocked Back up top, Shearer tries to get a shot off there. That one gets stifled. There's Fleet. Back up top for Creelman. Takes a shot on the doorstep. Couldn't reel that one in. That was Fleming. As that's back the other way. Here's Colby Fleet. Taken away. Drops it off. Little nifty move there and gets it taken away as Chisholm looking for more. Back up top for Lucas. Chisholm tries to pass that one across. That one's back the other way. Sent up. He springs Shearer. Will Shearer. He's in. A backhand. Scores. Tie game once again. Goal number 3 on the season for the third-year vet. And a big one there as they have tied the game back at 4. What a turn of events here. 3 unanswered goals from the Max, followed by 3 unanswered from the Islanders. Now the Max have tied it up. 4-4. We're in for a photo finish here from the Forum on a Sunday afternoon. Picks that one up, works it in over the line, walks in, takes a shot. That one's stifled. Bootlier colliding there. That one's picked up by Uzo Chukwu. Here's Lovett. Skating that one up with speed. Lovett shoots, and that one's steered aside by Forens, and he'll glove that one down. And that'll be the mid-period break. We'll be right back here in a moment.
My McDonald's Rewards gets you breakfast before work, free fries at lunch, for the friend who said they didn't want any, and whatever a meal is at this hour. Join My McDonald's Rewards to get free McD's.
Remove dirt, grease, and debris with a high-pressure, environmentally friendly wash from The Big Wash. With over 20 years' experience, The Big Wash can tackle any job, from heavy industrial equipment and truck fleets to residential buildings and parking lots. Plus, they do boats, patios, and graffiti removal. Locally owned and operated, fully insured, and working year-round 24/7. The Big Wash, 70 Crane Lake Drive, Bears Lake. Online at thebigwash.ca.
.9:28 to go. Tie game at 4. And that one's back up top. Here's Guinness. Shot from the point. Redirected just wide. Picked up Hunter McDonald. Down low. Shoots right there. And that one stopped. He tried to pick the spot there on the daylight, but he couldn't hit the mark. Face off here out to the left of Forens. McKay. That one's passed up here for Watt. Guinness will fire that one right back in. Approaching 9 minutes to go. Passing that one up. Here's McKay. Tries to drop it back. Back for McKay. Trewin. Up for Guinness. Gives it back for Trewin. Works that one up over the line. Logan Trewin gets that one taken back. Here's Watt. Plays that one across. Goes out to no man's land. That one's collected. Working it back. Trying to flip it up, and that one's going to be sent right back in. Gets up to center, flipping that one in, and that'll be gloved down by Campbell. He'll play it off for Suds. Here's Guinness. Up for Bottomley. Plays it ahead. Foot race for it now. Welsh trying to center that. Comes away with it. Here's Bootlier, touches up, and a penalty on the way. Looks like that one will be to the max, and Evan Liver's going to get the gate. So Thompson's moving in storage penalty kill. With 7:58 to go. And a face-off here out to the right of Campbell. A chance here to restore that lead they had moments ago. That one swung back around. McCackern gives that one to the middle. Shoots, blocker save. Rebound right on the doorstep. Couldn't get enough on it, and that one gets sent down the distance. As Forens will collect. Picked up by Welsh on the outside of the net. Had a shorty last night. That was the game winner with 2:37 to go. Almost had a chance to bury one there. Trying to work it through. Picked up Suds, rings that one around and just out of the reach there of Carson McCackern. Here's Trenholm. Skating with it, passes it up, bounces it off the wall, sends it back in. Here's Breen. Sends that one back around, up to the line at the top of the circle. Plays it right back. McCackern taken down, no call. He springs him, he springs his man. Here's Fleming. Short-handed Fleming couldn't get enough on it. Fanning on that one. Up for Hunter McDonald. For Chisholm. Collides there in open ice as Bottomley tries to lay him out. Instead, it comes back up. Winds up, takes a shot there. Collected by Chisholm. 25 seconds left on the penalty. Hunter McDonald gives that one right back. That one's fired up and out of play. That'll be an offensive zone faceoff coming right up. So face-off here to the right. McDonald plays it back, walks in, takes a shot. That one's blocked. Ellis leans in, shoots, stopped by Campbell. Tracking that one all the way through. Back up top, takes a shot, redirected. Here's Ellis with time at the line and works it down. Creelman for Ellis, takes a shot there, kicked aside. Here's McDonald. Works that one all the way back. Picked up by Forens, fires that one up off the glass. Works it back in, pass ahead. Guinness winds up, takes a shot. Forens will glove that one down instead of playing it off. He'll just settle it. With 5:41 to go, 4-4. All knotted up. And a face-off here out to the right. Uzochukwu trying to center that one in front. That one's kicked all the way up. That one goes all the way down. Icing waved off as Treewin will play it, taken hard to the boards. McInnes plays it back for John Hugh McInnes. That one goes up out of play. With 5:09 remaining. Face off here to the left. Works that one along the wall. Picked up in front, they score! The Max regain the lead with 4:59 to go. And they do it again. Nate McKay, his first goal on home ice is a big one. The former Halifax Wolverine pulls through in the biggest moment here. Max back on top, 5-4. That one's one back here, looking for a response. Forens fires that one. That one's up in the pads of a Mac. That was McKay. McDonald plays that one here for Trenholm. Trenholm fires it for Watt. Working that one up, Chisholm, and that one's going to be offside as they can't find a way to stay onside and take the zone. That one's flipped up all the way down, steered aside. Fleming pressed out. That one's flipped up and out. Islanders settle it down. Here's Trenholm firing that one just out to the right of Campbell. Picked up Trenholm. Kicks that one down. Drops it off. Picked up. Walks in, shoots, sends that one wide. A chance there for the Islanders. So they look for yet another equalizer. Here's Will Shearer, takes it through. Less than 4 to go. Back for Creelman, who will swing that one around. Here's Ellis, passes that one up and finds the outlet. That one's going to go down the distance. Here's Breen. Plays it ahead. Backhands it off the wall. That one comes right back here for Will Chisholm. Plays it here. Hookhorst. Chips that one all the way down. Just over 3 minutes to go. That one's worked down. Picked up, and a penalty on the way now. And I believe that one's going to go to the Max. With 3:02 remaining. So now a critical moment here. So it's a Thompson's moving in storage penalty kill coming right up at the biggest moment in the game. It almost feels like now or never for Cape Breton West. A massive moment. They've led on 2 occasions and looking to tie it up for the second time here today. Sending that one around. McDonald back up for Fleet. Fleet taken away by Sullivan. That one's up off the boards. We'll watch for Forens, see when he heads off to the bench. Chisholm plays that one across. Fleet picked up by Guinness. Up off the boards. Max looking to improve to 6-0 to start the season. They didn't have the chance to do that last year after dropping the season opener over on the Civic Center to this very Islanders squad. They're looking to move back into a tie for first. Chisholm walks in, shoots, and that one's blocked. Taken down, spinning, trying to shoot there. And Hunter McDonald fanning on that one as that one gets down the distance. That one's collected. Little backhand up all the way in. That one's going to be poked free. Here's Suds, fires that one. That one hits a body. Trying to center it back up top. Takes a shot, Trenholm, and that one's going to be punched away by Campbell. That one ends up out of play, so they'll get the stoppage, and we'll see if Cape Breton West is going to use that timeout. And it looks like they most certainly will. So it's 5-4. A minute. 42 and 41 seconds left on that penalty to the max. And a big moment here. The Islanders won their first game of the season last night out in Cole Harbour, a thrilling 5-3 win, and the Max improved to 5-0 here at the Forum last night with a thriller of a game in a Battle of the Harbor against the Dartmouth Steel Subaru. But this feels like a big one here. Florence off to the bench, so it's going to be 6-on-4 for 41 seconds. Picked up, walks in, shoots, misses high. Rebound, drops it down in front. That one goes wide. Picked up here by Fleet. Back up top. Here's Hookhorst. Gives that one right back. Centering pass in front, down low. Out in front, whacking away at it. That one's off the back of the net. Picked up, trying to get a piece of that one. That one gets cleared away. Picked up here by Trenholm. Works it down low. Out in front, Fanning on that one. Had a chance. Picked up here by Will Shearer. Has the tying goal. That one bounces off the back wall there, but he gets it right back as it sat right on the net there for the taking. Max looking to get an empty netter to ice this one. Picked up now. Played ahead. McDonald, and that one will be offside as they just can't hold the line. They get a little overzealous there. And a face-off just outside the line. That one comes free. Carter Sullivan, he's already got one. He's got two, actually. Looking for the hat trick, and he does. So 44 seconds left. Carter Sullivan makes it 6-4. And that one should do it and put this one out of reach here as a valiant effort from the Islanders looks to fall up short. They struck first, but the Max in their resilience really stuck it through. Picked up, looking to work it in. McDonald battling here with Breen. He gets tied up. Here's Ellis. Works it down. Picked up, 30 seconds to go. That one gets swung around. Battle here along the boards. Picked up, flipped up, and not quite out, but that one does. As Odell will get that one down the distance. Strong gives it chase. Passes that one up, and that's going to go all the way down, and that'll be an icing here with 13 seconds to go. So face-off here out to the left of Florence. Should make it a formality here. That one's one on, fired up off the boards. Bootlier holds it in, throws that one, redirected on. Florence will steer it aside as time slowly starts to wind down. Throws that one on, but he'll make the stop, and that will do it. So end of period number 3, the Max take this one 6-4, a thriller. They had to come back on 2 different occasions, but they find a way, and they log their 6th straight win to start off this season 6-0. They move into a tie with the week's majors for sole possession of that top spot. You're listening to High Button Sports from the Halifax Forum. Thanks for tuning in for this one. We've got all the action for you, top to bottom. Thanks for tuning in. Stick with us. Till next time.